What's up, everybody? What's up? How are you doing out there? Hey, Dean, how's it going? How's it going? We've got a great day for you here on Mama Mary's Music Mayhem. First of all, I want to go up here and give a shout out to the Mama Mary Music Mayhem sponsors. RFL Records, Sambone Promos, and Dazzle You Productions. If you are interested in being a sponsor of my show, all you have to do is there it's live. You all you have to do is inbox me and I can get you some info on it. Our first guest, hey Kara, how you doing, beautiful? Our first beautiful guest of today is none other. Let me get all this set up for this beautiful lady. Let's see. Is none other than this beautiful lady right here, Miss Clare Cunningham. How are you doing, girl?
I love it. I'm so good. How are you?
I am great, Debbie. I am great. It is
Good.
so great to see you again. Kara's in here. She says, "Hey, Mama Mary," and Dean waves. So we got people starting to come in. I did advertise Saturday's interview as well, which will be with legendary Steve Lynch, formerly of Autograph. And so that's Saturday. Excited about that. Hey, there's Sam Bone from Sam Bone Promotion, one of my sponsors.
Hi.
Well, this is beautiful Clare Cunningham. I have been secretively following this chick for a long, long time. I mean, back in the Mother Thunder.
You got it right. I know
This chick has been, I have been ever. So how are you doing, girl?
I'm amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I think I've posted now on my Facebook too. So anybody who's joining in, yes, I think I've got it. So yeah, no, I'm great. Great. 2020, the year that keeps on giving.
Well, if you are like, love, share, comment, and let us know you're there. And share this out, people, because we want to reach as many people as we can. First of all, congratulations on the new single. OMG, girl. I've been listening to it. It's stuck in my head. I could probably sing a word. Feeding the Beast was badass. Badass.
Thank you.
And I also want to say congratulations because I am looking at some past achievements and achievements coming up. And Ain't Your Mama, I like that title, by the way. Title of an album that you co-wrote with Rhonda Funk is up for consideration for Grammy nomination in 2021.
So we found out last Tuesday, I think, it didn't make the ballot in the end. So it was up for consideration for nomination, which is a big deal anyway. It was just,
winning
to be up, So, but everything I think in music or anything that you're successful in, it's like those little pieces of the pie, and then suddenly you'll get the cake. So hopefully, come next year, they'll be
just to be considered at that level is just phenomenal. Also, you had Best Alternative Song for Carry Me with the World Songwriting Awards Spring 2020 and Best Pop Song Heart of Mine, same thing, World Songwriting Awards 2020, and Songwriter of the Year Silver at the International Songwriter Awards, ASAs. I love them. And where I saw you last year, Josie Music Awards, Folk Artist of the Year and Folk Song of the Year. And I was up there for Promoter of the Year.
I know. I was like so happy for you. You
I
deserve
mean, when I seen you in that beautiful red dress, I was like, "That's Claire." I'm gonna so go fangirl this girl because like I said, I had been following your career for so long, and I seen, which you're from Ireland. I love your accent. But you live in Nashville now, correct?
Yeah, I'm currently residing here in Nashville. But yes, by means of, so Ireland, I was born and raised until I guess I left for the UK when I was around 19. And I lived in the UK, London for 3 years, Cardiff and Wales for like 5. And then I moved over to Sweden. And that's where I spent 5 years, mainly based in Stockholm. But, with the girls in the band, we did so much touring. So, I pretty much lived out of a suitcase for those
Right?
years.
I mean, I used to follow y'all's lives and stuff and like your show videos, and y'all were bringing it. And I was like, dude, that's when I started my band, Sister Rock. And I was like, I want to be like that.
Well, you're a badass, man.
I'm
I
just
love it.
married. I'm just married.
No.
So tell us, give us a little history of you, sweetheart. When did you decide that you wanted to? When was the first time that you decided that you wanted to, play music and write your own music and become this badass that you are today?
I think it was always ingrained in me. It was just one of those things where I think somebody asked me, I think I was around 3 years of age, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I was like, I'm going to be a rock star. And so it was like, I don't know, there was something in me that always just, I had an inert knowing that I just had to get whatever it was out. And, it by means of, I guess, school, they had to choose somebody for like a church prayer to sing, and we all had to get up and, sing it. And the teacher at the time was like, oh no, Claire, the job's yours. You can sing. And so I guess, because as a child, unless you know it, but you have to get those confirmation that like, oh, what you're doing is good. And so that just escalated. I wanted to learn the piano. So it started with keyboard when I was 6 and ran all the way through all my grades. Picked up the guitar, I think when I was 16. Self-taught, so I've never gotten a lesson or anything in the guitar. So I don't classify myself as a player, but I can get by with what I have. But I was writing poetry since I was a child, like 6, 7 years of age. I was writing like full poems. I used to win some poetry competitions, which by its very nature, I guess, is like songwriting. Really.
So let me get this right. With your badass vocals and badass vocal range, you're self-taught?
Yeah, so I had a year, I think when I was around 15, that I went to a vocal coach because I was having a lot of issues with losing my voice and stuff like that. And I thought, well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it correctly. So I had some foundations built there. And then from that, when I studied music in London, it was actually vocal tech at the time. I think it's London College of Music now. We had like set teachers and set classes for different styles and different ways to cope. And that's when I found out I had nodules, because I was abusing my voice for so many years, singing and not warming up and not doing the correct things. So it was actually through a lot of clinics at the college that I started learning and started gathering all my own information. And I was starting to give clinics then. So it's the kind of, once you learn the fundamentals and you know how to take care, for me, I didn't decide to continue on with any coaching, etc. I just kind of took what I knew. It's kind of like therapy in a way, you become your own therapist.
Exactly. I mean,
like, you can work alongside personal trainer. You get all the requirements. And even if you're a driven person, then you can go and kind of every now and again, it's good to, check in or do things like that. But no, for the most part, no, I'm completely self-taught and
you're a badass.
It's so funny to hear that.
Serious. You are.
You never see these things, I guess, within yourself in, even training or just on a daily basis. People are always like, you're such a badass. And I'm like, what defines a badass? I guess, yeah. I just live in my own bubble, so.
I want to send a shout out to Stacy Ford. I see you watching. Kermac, Conway, Timothy, Adrian, Stephen. If you're watching, and Mike, Russell Murphy. If you're watching, comment. Let us know you're there. Give us a heart. Give us a love. Give us a share.
Yes.
So back to your just badass songwriting stuff. You have a new single that just dropped, and it's Feeding the Beast. And that's what I used for that promo video, which was just a little taste for them, which later in the interview, she will be playing guitar. I don't know what song she's doing.
Me neither. It's all yours.
She said that she will play for us and sing for us. So I'm like super excited. But I wanted to, since it is, let me go over here. While I have you on here, I wanted to do, let's give your new song a little push here. And we are going to, while I have you on here, we are going to play Feeding the Beast. And that way you can kind of, people have questions or anything you can answer. Yeah. This is her new single. You have to go to her YouTube. Like, love, subscribe. I mean it. Mama said it.
Mama said we gotta do it.
Yeah. I will thank you like a redhead stitch out. No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go.
Love it.
The voice inside my head, I swear it wants me dead. It comes to haunt me, wants me every day. Can't seem to shut it off, can't seem to cut it off.
JC's nothing's wrong with redheads. I'll state you later, son.
Dig my own grave. I can't feel the beast, smooth the pain inside. I can't feel the beast, and I don't want to die. No matter what I do, no matter how I try, I am learning how to I can't feel the beast. Come save me. Every pill, every bite, every sip and every lie. Feels so good in this run. In too deep, but now I'm fucking stuck. I can't feel the beast. Feel the pain inside. I can't feel the beast, and I don't want to die. No matter what I do, no matter how I try, I am learning how to fly. I can't feel the beast. Come and save me. I can't feel the beast. Come and save me. I've lost myself. I need some help.
I know, right, Jenny?
Come save me. I've done my best, leave the rest.
If you like what you're hearing, like, love, and share.
The beats
And comment.
to numb this pain inside.
This is this little badass over here underneath.
The beats. I don't want to die. No matter what I do, no matter how I try, I have put in enough time. I can't feel the beats. Come and save me. I can't feel the beats. Come and save me. No matter what I do, no matter how I try, I am running out. I can't feel the beats. Come and save me.
OMG.
I so appreciate you and everybody joining. Hey, Jenny, and oh, thank you, Carrie. Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
I'm telling you, girl.
Yeah, man, Joe is my co-writer in that. Like, he's such a badass, and you know, because we released an acoustic version back in September because it was Addiction Awareness Month or Mental Health Awareness Month, because that song is based about addictions. And so I called him up. We had, you know, I took it to him like maybe last year, and we kind of wrote it and left it. And I said, hey, dude, I think it'd be really cool if we could get a quick release on this one. So we didn't have time to do even a full production. So I was like, I'm all about putting an acoustic version up. If you were, and he said, yeah, let's do it. Literally went round, recorded it, like a couple of takes, left it. He got it to me, and we had it up within the week. And then people were liking it, and he was like, man, we should do a full production on this. And I was like, I'm down. So he did, and like, he's a badass. So then that came out then, last Friday, I think. So
yeah. When we were talking about your interview, you were like, and I asked you for a song. You said, well, I guess I can give you this one because it's going to be released the Friday before my interview. And I was like, hell yeah. And I hadn't even listened to it. And when you sent it to me, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. All of it. Well, yeah, because I haven't really released a lot of the rockier stuff lately. I've been doing more of the Americana and the ballads and things like that. And so, like, I know a lot of my rock fans who still kind of follow. They're like, yeah, it's great, but come on, please give us some rock and roll. Have to balance.
And guys, this is her Spotify link. You can go check her out on Spotify as well. Also, her YouTube channel, her Facebook, her official Facebook. So, guys, I mean, dude, y'all better start following because she's gonna make it. She is the shit. She is. We're gonna be seeing her up there at the Grammys receiving her own award. I promise you this.
Mother Mary said it first.
Yeah, that's right. So you live in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who was on the song with you? Who was playing on the song with you? Give us a little background on your new single.
Yeah, so Feeding the Beast. So Joel Jorgensen. I met Joel, I want to say, when I first rolled into town. I used to do a lot of ride-arounds because I was spending a lot of time between Nantucket and Nashville. And so,
hello, Mike. See you.
Hey.
I'll call them out so they have to comment now.
Yeah. Yeah, talk to us if you have any questions at all.
Right.
Yeah, when I rolled into town, I was just doing as many write-arounds, getting to know people, and Joel struck me really from the get-go because he was different. He's very rock and roll. He's had a band who are pretty big out in Europe himself, and so I think not long after that we got together. I remember the day very well because I went round and I was like, yeah, we need. I love writing from a raw, real, like emotional state. Usually, unless it's like used for something in particular, then I do like to sing, you know, about real life situations. And I thought, you know, addictions is something that, like, good or bad, somewhere along the line, you've probably fallen victim to an addiction or a habit of some form. And I think you can't escape life without there being, you know, like, and I think it's really important to destigmatize the fact that, you know, people do lean, especially in these times, towards whatever substance or whatever activity or whatever it is that you find comfort in. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but, you know, too much of anything is, you know, including a good thing, is bad. And you know, I want people to know that when they see me and say, oh, how do you do it? What do you do? You know, I have my rituals, I have my ways, I have, many weird tendencies, but it's being aware of that and coming out the other side usually, because, you know, sometimes the body and the mind, you know, I think it's always growing and changing. One real thing in life and one true fact is that it's forever changing. And so we change and evolve. So sometimes you're in a good place, sometimes you're not. And it's learning how to cope with that. So, and the beast, I was always like, yeah, what could, like, you know, the beast is like that kind of vice of yours, or that thing that you kind of go back to. The beast literally can be the voice in your head, like that voice inside my head. You know, it can be anything. But it's, you know, when you're feeding it, energy flows where energy goes, and vice versa. And so it's just getting a grip on that. And I just wanted people to kind of know that, like, a lot of people that you see who you think might have it together are probably the ones that are struggling more.
Exactly. I mean, I look at Robert Williams. That man was laughing all the time, making the whole world laugh, and the whole time he was dealing with, you know, his own demons. You know, so it doesn't matter what we have on the outside, what we present to you. Everybody's going through something on the inside. And that's, you couldn't have said it any better. I mean, I mean, dang, look at me.
No, you look at you. You're amazing. Everything you've gone through as well. I mean, you are just an inspiration.
I'm so proud that I got to announce this past week, cancer-free. Yes.
Girl, so happy for you. Amazing. What an accomplishment. Yes. But it's amazing. But you have such a light and such a, you know, a lot of times people own illnesses and they'll own, they claim it. It's like it becomes you, and the very nature of doing that, you give it energy. And so easier said than done on the outside. But if you're struggling with something, or you have an illness or whatever, don't claim it. Let it be, and you know. But this, I'd speak for hours on this type of thing, because I neurological behaviors, and I read a lot. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and like, it's so very interesting how one person can perceive something totally different than another. And it's how, you know, and we all have a healing ability within us. That is for sure. And like, look at you, you're a walking, you know, advocate for that. So congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
I'm here for a reason, and I think it's to bring joy in music, and to bring wonderful musicians like you to people that normally wouldn't know about you. I think that's what I'm here for, is to bring joy.
No, you said that. I love the fact that you said that, because a lot of people question, why have you gone through this many things, or how is it that you keep going? And I'm like, I truly believe, and I truly believe this within all of my heart, that every artist and anybody who is influential or has a purpose, and they know they have a purpose, will be tested and tried a lot of times, and it's for a purpose. So instead of playing victim, I'm always like, all right, this scenario has given me the courage to talk about this and be a voice for somebody who might not be able to.
Exactly.
So, you know, and you bring joy. You bring joy, and we bring joy through music or just being a good energy for people to be around. And so, yeah, 100%. When things go south a little, I'm like, all right, step back. There's a reason for this. You might not see it there and then and in the moment, but everything that happens to you is always there to serve you. And even when doors close, they're closing you to move you somewhere else.
To another. Yes, exactly.
100%.
Exactly. And and you can either sit there and be like, oh man, dude, or you can sit there and pick yourself up and make yourself move to that next level and prove that you didn't need that to begin with, or wherever you were, that wasn't where you needed to be. You needed to be over here. It's so many different, I mean, dude, deep. I knew that I was gonna love you. Mark said, living in fear or regret is not living it at all. Exactly. And we're all gonna have our down days, but that's when you pull those bootstrings up and you be like, I'm gonna own this shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I'm gonna put you back here because I come first.
Yeah. And actually that's it. That's really good you say that. Like, I'm gonna come first. Like, the serving the ego, and your ego is just that self of you that is, I could talk about this forever too, but it's very important that your cup is full and full of goodness, and not like, nothing can get into a system that's full of badness. So it's really important you work on yourself to then serve others. Like on an airplane, the very tactic of look after yourself, attend to yourself before you attend to others. It's not being selfish. It's being full, and so that you're full, so that you can then give to others. Because nobody wants somebody coming at them from a place of, if I came on every day, I didn't feel good, and I was like, oh, I feel like shit. Like, that's not a good energy to send out to anybody. Nobody needs to know. There are select few people that's what Snapchat's for, folks. There are people. I think it is good to you need to spit this out, but how you get it out, again, it's energy. So if you feel like you need to spit something out, get it out, but like, be careful of who you're putting it onto too, because then they soak that up. So for me, exercise and mental health, that's why they go hand in hand. You're getting rid of that. Nobody else is getting the brunt of it. That's one form. But again, addictions is where that comes into, because people start going for substances, and short term, perhaps, if you need a little quick fix, I'm not condoning or, advertising anything. Whatever works for you, but just be careful that you don't go down a slippery slope when it comes to that kind of thing.
Well, I've seen, so many great people, do that, and it's heartbreaking, because you could see what they could have been if they would have just not went that route. But on a happier note, you've got your acoustic guitar.
I do. My little Martin. I brought out my red one for the occasion.
Whoop, whoop. Oh yeah. So what is your guitar choice?
What is my choice of song that I would like to play for you? I think I'm gonna, because this is so exciting. So I got news today. I'm like, how many songs do I do? If I do 2, I've got 2 for you. If I do 1, I'll choose.
You can do as many as you want. You got an hour, baby. You can do whatever you want.
All right. Well,
this is all about promoting you.
I haven't prepared anything, because I'm more of off the cuff kind of person too. and it might be nice for people to hear things that haven't been released yet, which I've been doing a lot. I've been trying to, especially when I'm playing out live now, I'm testing a few songs out in people. So, yes. So I think this one is, I'm so excited about this song because it's called Watercolor World. We've actually laid down the vocals and it's going into production. And I just got word today that we're sitting down in a meeting next week to talk about the music video for it. The little bit of background on this song, not yet released, will be. Prior to COVID, I was asked by Mr. Wood Newton. If you don't know him, go check him out. He's awesome. He got a couple of old hits under his belt, and he's such a good dude. We've been meaning to write for quite a while, and then of course the virus hits, and so we decided to hold back a bit and then take it into his studio over at RCA Studios here in Nashville, where I spend a lot of my time. And so myself, himself, and Aaron Vance, another amazing artist in his own right, got to check him out too. We got into the room, and it was actually Chet Atkins, I think, suite in RCA Studios. So we were there getting a bit of inspo, and then I just sat down on the piano. Right. And I just started mucking around, and Wood was like, "Whoa, that's awesome!" And I was like, "Nah, Wood, I'm just like fooling around." And he was like, no, this is inspiring. Keep playing. And I was like, oh God, I'm surrounded by and Aaron's an actual guitarist, and I was like, no, I don't want the music for this. But I don't know. I was just playing, mucking around, and then his studio, Wood's wife is a painter, and all her watercolor paintings are all over the walls, and it's just stunning art. Very inspiring. And he said, I've always wanted to write a song about maybe going into her watercolor world. And I was like, oh my God, I got the chills there. And then I was like, that's our song. We booked it this night so fast. It was crazy, because, and I truly believe we weren't meant to write it before COVID had hit, because we would not have got the song that I'm about to play for you now out of it had it not been for the fact that the virus hit. Everyone wants to escape, right? And so what better place to do so in a watercolor world where nothing else matters?
Hello, Larry. Hello, Birdman. We see you. Comment. Let us know you're there.
Yeah, please do.
And everybody share.
Comments here now. Awesome.
Exclusive. An exclusive.
Hi, everyone. It's awesome. Oh, you guys are sweet. I had it on private chat, so I didn't see any of the comments, so that's awesome. Well, hello everyone. I hope you're keeping good.
Oh yes.
Right. Alrighty. So this is like a piano song, I guess. So I'm gonna emanate it on this guitar for you. But yeah, you're going to hear this soon, hopefully, guys, and there'll be a music video to it and everything. So hope you enjoy it. So it's called Watercolor World. Been looking around, don't like what I see. Hatred and division, it's been killing me. Some people try to tell us everything is black and white. All I know is I wanna go somewhere else tonight. Fly me around your watercolor world. You could be my man, I could be your girl. We'll paint the perfect picture. Come on, let's give it a whirl. Fly me around your watercolor world. Fly me around. world. Take us away to a better place in time, somewhere in the future. Who knows what we may find? I know we can do it if anybody can. Let's not wait for heaven's sake. Baby, here's my hand, fly me around your watercolor. You could be my man, I could be your girl. We'll paint the perfect picture. Come on, let's give it a whirl. Fly me around your watercolor world. Fly me around your watercolor world. You've got the empty canvas, the water and a brush, every color in the rainbow. You're the only one I trust. Fly me around your watercolor world. You could be my man, I could be your girl. We'll paint the perfect picture. Come on, let's give it a whirl. Fly me around, fly me around your watercolor. You could be my man, I could be your girl. We'll paint the perfect picture. Come on, let's give it a whirl. Fly me around watercolor world. Fly me around watercolor world.
Woo! Yes, yes, ma'am. And I mean, it gave me goosebumps. My hair's standing up.
Oh. I promise when it's actually a duet as well. So it's gonna be me and Aaron singing it. It's awesome. You know, it reminds me of Disney when we're both like in harmony, and I mean that in its very sweetest nature, I guess. But yeah, I'm so excited for that one. Really, really excited.
It's gonna be awesome. Do you want to play some vocals?
Yeah, I can. I didn't even plan to do this, but again, this is the universe today. Literally, I wake up and I heard that my good friend Ali Seeley just got signed, and she got signed with MC1 Publishing. Is actually, you know him, Corey Lee Barker, right? So he literally wipes the board when it comes to the awards, especially with amazing. Such a dear friend and a really amazing person. And so Ali invited me onto a writing session, not even a month ago, with Corey. And we were chatting, and then Ali presented like an idea that she had, and she said, look, I have this idea. I wanted to say, like, you know, please God, you know, like, it's called Please God, and it's not a religious song. I think people are going to think this is going to be religious based, and it's absolutely not. It's quite the opposite. I think the religion in it is within you.
Right.
So the very basis of the song is basically not everybody, but a lot of people do strive for perfectionism, including myself. It gives me a lot of anxiety, and perfectionism really in its very nature doesn't exist, but what is perfect for one person might not be for another. However, we can all agree that we can be better people.
Exactly.
And if you don't want to be, well, that's on you. That's fine. If you want to be an asshole, be an asshole. But it's
take the asshole home because I ain't got time for it.
Yeah, you be an asshole over there.
Yeah. I want peace, love, and
Oh,
harmony.
God. Yeah, basically. So, yeah. So I think the very nature of the song is asking for help to be the better version of you that you want to be. And wherever you guys look towards, whether it's within, whether it's whatever you classify as God, whatever it is, it's right for you. And always lean and press into that. And so then religion doesn't have to be involved, does it? It's your belief. And so this song, it's like a double meaning, please God, and it's you're pleading, but you're also wanting to please God, and God can be whatever it is.
Exactly.
So yeah, and the reason why I'm going to do this one is because Ali is going into the studio on Monday to record this. So she just got signed, and now this is going to be her first cut. So I'm over the moon. I'm going to get up the lyrics here because it's so brand new that need these here. But yeah, so you're going to hear this pretty soon, guys. I'd say Ali's definitely going to release it, I think, and then I'm going to do a version myself, I'm sure, in the very, very near future, coming up into my albums that are going to be, that I can chat about once I'm done here. But sounds good. All right. Well, I hope you all enjoy it. And yeah, it's called Please God.
Heck yeah.
Please, God, don't give up on me. Help me be the woman that I want to be. Please, God, teach me how to change. Make me new and send the old me far away. Don't wanna be stuck in yesterday. I wanna dive into the promise you made. Show me the way, please, God. I wanna do a little bit more forgiving, your kind, loving, your kind of living. I'm not asking to be perfect. I just wanna, please, God. Won't you hear my plea? Don't let this crazy world have its way with me. Please, God, I'm on my knees in prayer. Tell me where to go and I'll meet you there. Don't wanna be stuck in yesterday. I wanna dive into the promise you made. Show me the way, please, God. I wanna do a little bit more forgiving, your kind of loving, your kind of living. I'm not asking to be perfect. Yeah. I just wanna, please, God. Where there's trouble, bring rest. Where there's anger, bring peace. Take everything with kindness out of me. Where there's trouble, bring rest. Where there's anger, bring peace. Take everything but kindness out of me. Don't wanna be stuck in yesterday. I wanna dive into the promise you made. Show me the way, please, God. I wanna do a little bit more forgiving, your kind of loving, your kind of living. I'm not asking to be perfect. No, I'm not asking to be perfect. I just wanna, please, God. Please, God. Please, God. Don't give up on me. Help me be the woman that I want to be.
Woo! Yes, another exclusive. Woo!
Yeah, exclusive.
Ah,
Yeah. It's not even allowed to do it. I don't even know, but hey, I've done it, guys. Best way to copyright a song. There you go.
Miles said, "What's up?" And Kara and Doug are talking about how your vocals are just wow. And Hawk is like, her voice is amazing and her tats are badass.
Oh.
And Jenny says, just wow. And Sam says, I love her voice. And Dean says, love that song. And if you're watching, comment if you have a question for her. If you want to hear more from her. I mean, she's got another 15 minutes. So guys, it's all about getting to know Claire. So we were oh my gosh, both those songs you just played. Woo! Yes.
Oh, I so appreciate it. They come from a real place, I promise you that.
Well, I'm a home health care nurse for my mom. And what's really strange is just day before yesterday, I found this when I was cleaning up her house, I found a CD of 2 original songs I had written during a really hard time in my life. And of course they were rough and stuff. And I was like, you know, you actually popped in my mind. I was like, I'm gonna send these to her and see if she can put her twist on it and make it her own, if she wants to use it. Because the way you come across is just, girl. And I'm telling you what, yeah, it's
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Heck yeah. Douglas says, just keep talking, Claire. That accent.
That's so funny because at least he gets it right. Like so many people get my accent like so mixed up with, like, I've heard everywhere right now. Like there's nowhere nobody hasn't guessed. It's crazy.
Right.
So, but yes, good old Ireland.
Good old Ireland. That's right. That's right. So I know you've got you just dropped Feeding the Beast. So are you doing a full album that you've got coming out?
So by the very grace of God, I guess, I wasn't very sure whether I was going to be able to stay in the States because I'm on a 3-year visa currently as you know, as an artist and a writer. And upon, you know, knowing that it was going to be expiring in January, you have to kind of work your way back about 6 months to start petitioning for either a renewal or a new one. Anyway, the times that we're in, I had to go the new road. And my lawyer himself even said, oh man, these are weird times. I don't know what's going to happen. Right. So I was journaling every day and every night saying, my visa gets approved. You know, I kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And then I remember the morning, it was like 2 weeks ago now. I woke up that morning and I said, oh, something inside me just, I don't know. I feel like today could be the day I find out. And I'm not making this up. Like I'm dead serious. And because I had emailed my lawyer 5 days previous and I hadn't heard back, and I was like, well, no news is good news, I guess. That's actually the day. Yeah, well, I met Ali and Corey that day too. But I was on my way to a writing session, and I had beforehand, I'd written in my journal, not gets approved, is approved. Explanation mark. Exclamation mark. I took a photo of it just to prove to people later on that day that I had written that and open up the email to say it's been approved. And the reason why for that backstory is the fact that now I will be fulfilling 3 albums here in Nashville with the amazing Eddie Gore and Justina Kelly, Eddie and Justy Records, which the last 3 other releases, Heart of Mine, Guess I Should Have Known, and what was the other one I did? Aim to Misbehave. They were all done with Eddie and Justy over at RCA. So yes, I have to do 3 albums. So yay, we're going to have a lot of material. They have a lot of material to sift through now. So you guys, I just put all my work tapes up there and they listen and they can hear. They're so amazing. They're awesome. Best team ever.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So you have 5 minutes left. Would you like to do one last song for the new ones that just came in? We've got let's see, Colleen, Joseph, Miles, April. We got new ones. Guys, this is Clare Cunningham. Now
I like the other version that you were about to say. much preferred. Yeah. Oh, it's been fun. I heard them all.
Oh my God. You guys don't understand. I have been following this girl forever, and it was meant for us to meet in person finally at the Josie's and all this to happen, because like I went and found this real cool purple music black drop for her. She's like, look, I got a purple rain shirt on, and
what the heck?
Said we go live in 17 minutes. She goes, my sign is 1 set. It was just like
1s and 7s, and like the comments on your thing, it had 1,111. I promise, like anybody who's into numbers will know exactly.
Right.
1s and 7s. And of all the times you were like, we're going live in 17 minutes, I screenshotted it and sent it to Rhonda, my co-writer, because we have that thing. It's just 1s and 7s are following all. My mail amount 11,107, and I got and then I got word about those other things. So it's like being on the right path and seeing these numbers.
Exactly. So guys, she's gonna do one more song for you. We got 5 more minutes from her. Coming up after her is the 434 Impact Groove metal band Existing in Exile, and we'll be talking about them in just a minute. But guys, make sure you go like, love, and share Clare Official. Go follow her on YouTube. Go to her website. Go to her Spotify. I want you, well, not to stalk, but
live stalking is totally advised for our terms and conditions, so but I can put the rules up. No, I always tell people, do some light stalking. There are terms and conditions. We'll talk. Also, I need to change my Clare, because it's Clare C official, and everybody drops the C, and I'm like, whatever way people's eyes roll across the screen, they don't see the C in between. So I need to sort that out.
Douglas says, I just listened to a bunch of different songs. Damn, girl, your versatility is awesome. Ode Irish spoke and you rock.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, versatility is definitely something I lean on. So yeah, that's why when people say, what are you? What do you do? I'm like, I'm a buffet. All right. Yeah, this is why I sing, guys, because when I start talking, I do a lot of BS. So, well, it's almost Christmas, so Merry Christmas, everybody, in advance. I guess I didn't plan on this, but I think this would be a good song to finish on, Angel of the Emerald Isle. Because, Mary knows this one from the award it took home at best folk Americana song of the year. After Josie's written with the amazing Patrick McManus. He's a great dear friend of mine. He's awesome. Because we released it last Christmas. It was for Christmas. But yeah, I'll be posting about it more this year. But I hope you like it, and I love you all. Thank you, Mary, for having me. You're amazing.
No problem. Thank you for being here, sister.
Thank you. The streets of Ireland, old penny a tale, and I'm going to tell you just the one. So close your eyes, listen within, and you just might believe when I'm done. The fog were rolling on the eve of December 24, and an angel, wings white as snow, would appear, leaving gifts for the poor. And they called her, yes, they called her, Angel of the Emerald Isle. Oh, they called her, yes, they called her, Angel of the Emerald Isle. On his doorstep lay heavenly things, sweet treasures to have and to hold. Beneath the clothing lay hope and joy, with pots full of silver and gold. And they called her, yes, they called her, Angel of the Emerald Isle. Oh, they called her, yes, they called her, Angel of the Emerald Isle. It was a nice fog rolling, so don't be dark. I felt her wing brush softly across my Irish heart. And they called her, yes, they called her, Angel of the Emerald Isle. Oh, they called her, yes, they called her, Angel of the Emerald Isle. Angel of the Emerald Isle.
Woo! Yes, I love that, sister. I love that. And thank you so much for being on here today. Guys, go like, love, and share Clare Cunningham. Girl, when your new album drops, I want to get you back on here next year and get an update on what's happened. And, anything you have going on, make sure you just drop it on Mama Mary or on my page, and I will
I'm going to
share
write a song, drop it on Mama Mary. Mother Mary, help me.
Do it.
No, I so appreciate you, darling. It always means the world to everybody and all of the guys on here and just across the globe who just continue to support these artists like myself. So I talk for everybody. We appreciate it, and I appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much, sister. And we will be talking soon. Go to her YouTube, go to her Spotify, go to iTunes, get feeding the beast. Get it all. Get all of it. I love you, sister.
Love you too. Thank you so much, Mary. Love you. Mwah. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye. And that was beautiful, Clare Cunningham. I just love her. I mean, she is just a sweetheart, got a phenomenal voice. Phenomenal voice. Now I am bringing up, and this is for all you metal mayhems out there, I am bringing up none other than Jason Smith from Existing in Exile, 434 Management, and Pat Grew's first official release band. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, good deal. I changed it to a little fiery flames for you since we're talking. So, how's everyone on your end today?
Well, we're all doing good. Luckily, with the world being kind of crazy the way it is, we're all emerging unscathed, I guess.
Right, right. So, for those of you that don't know about Existing in Exile, they are a badass melt your face, and they just released a new video, A Painful Lust, which if he don't care why I have him on here, I will play to give that a little push,
Sure.
push. But if you like that in your face, just want to make you throw shit and yeah, that these guys got it. These guys got it. And they are signed by my brothers from another mother, 434 Management, and owner of Pat Groove Records, Derek Pashon and Paul Crosby. By the way, congratulations on that.
Thank you very much. We're excited about it.
Yeah, they've been bragging on you for a while to me, telling me, man, you got to watch this band. These guys are awesome. They're going places. So, I mean, dude, I'm just honored to have you on here. And I'm going to message Derek. I'm going to message Derek and make sure him and Paul get on here. Let's see. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Jeff. In the band on vocals is Bradley George.
Yeah,
and
George.
And Bradley is on drums. Blake is on guitar. You're on guitar, and Evan is on bass. So give us a little history about how you guys came together to be this badass metal band Existing in Exile.
Well, it's kind of a long story. It didn't happen overnight for sure. We had a lot of problems with other members. So we started this project probably close to 5 years ago, and it was me and George and Blake mainly got together with a couple of guys that we had jammed with, and he just kept having problems with members and kept cycling out guys over and over again, and finally we got a lineup that's sticking with me and Blake and George and Bradley and David. So we're pretty excited now. We just released the new CD, and we're looking forward to promoting that a lot next year and playing a lot more shows.
Yeah, y'all got to go. Luckily, during this pandemic, y'all did get to go play one show, and that was the End of Days with Derek and them. So I was planning on coming to that show, but I didn't get to. But I seen the videos of y'all rocking out up there. Y'all were melting faces. I mean, it doesn't matter if there's 10,000 or 20,000 or 20. Y'all were playing like you were playing to an arena of 50,000+ people. I mean, y'all were just bringing it. I was like, dude, I want to be right in front.
Well, thank you. That's kind of what we're trying to bring to the table, for sure, is to try and to improve our live show and make sure that we're the best that we can be.
So, how long have you known like George and Blake, and how long have you known everybody?
Um,
How did you first meet?
George and Dave, me and him were actually in a band before this band years ago, and called Rising from Ruin. And so we already knew each other pretty well. So me and George have been playing music for the better part of a decade.
Matter of fact, I
And
see George is watching. George, you had the link if you want to come on and join us. I sent it to you in Messenger. More the merrier.
mhm.
Sorry, you can continue, sweetie. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I seen he popped in, so just wanted to give him a shout out.
Oh yeah, me and George and Dave go way back. We've been playing music together for a long time, but we got together with Blake probably around 2015, 2016, and we've been pretty solid ever since. And now we've got Dave on bass. I think we're and Bradley on drums. I think we're ready to go.
Heck yeah. And while I got you on here, I'm going to help push your new single, Painful Lust. Now, this will be on your new album coming out, correct?
Yep, it came out November 20th. It's available on Spotify and I think all
So
other
you
music.
have to go to Spotify, YouTube, go to iTunes, go buy it. Mama said so. Don't make me hunt you down. I threaten people all the time, but they love it. They like it rough. No. But anyway, while I've got Jason on, I'm gonna play Painful Lust. Now, are if you ready to get your faces melted? Well, if not, you better get ready because here it comes. this looks like it would have been a lot of fun to film.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun film. Long day though.
Uh-oh, she's got the chain. She means business. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. If you ain't into that, then you sit your ass back. No. So, who was that beautiful model that was in your video? I mean, she was owning it. I mean,
Yeah, we
no,
definitely put her through the ringer. Her name's
yeah,
Anastasia Brown. She's from West Tennessee. We definitely put her through the ringer with the snake and the blood
that
and
was
setting her on fire and all that stuff. It was she's definitely a trooper.
she was owning it. She was owning it, and
Oh yeah, she was awesome.
your lead guitar, I mean your lead vocalist, his freaking voice. If I did one line like that, I wouldn't be able to talk for a week. That is freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that
pretty
is
amazing.
just awesome. So, what do y'all have coming up that you can talk about, sweetheart?
We may or may not have laid down some new tracks in the studio that could be coming up spring or summer of next year. It's a
Yeah.
possibility. And like I said, hopefully we'll be playing a lot more shows next year, a lot more than this year, hopefully.
Well, COVID messed stuff up for everyone this year, but
Yeah.
that's gonna
We kind
go
of feel
away.
lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky that it hasn't hit directly at home. I've it's hit friends, it's hit family members, but luckily it hasn't hit, me directly. But I'm so glad to know it hasn't hit y'all either. And we pray for the ones that do and are dealing with it. But we're so ready for hashtag fuck off COVID and let us bring live music back. I mean,
Real.
come on. I mean, it's like a drug and or therapy and I've got to have it. So it just needs to
Yeah,
go away and let us get back to norm.
that would be best. I mean, we feel lucky that we've been able to play the shows that we have. We got to go play the End of Days festival. That was a big deal for us. We've
Well, you get to play with,
not.
Paul Crosby, one of the owners for Pat Groove and 434 and his band Saliva, which Paul's a badass, and you got to hang out with Big old D, Big Brother D. I love my Derek. He's cool as shit. I mean, he'll tell you he's full of shit, but he's cool as shit too. So for the members that couldn't be on here, are all y'all located in the same area or y'all spread out?
We're
Where are
spread out around the outskirts of Nashville. We're kind of based out of Nashville, but we're pretty much, you could draw a circle around Nashville, and that's pretty much where we all live. So
right? Well, that's really cool. I had uh Car gosh, I'm getting tongue tied. I had Claire, which is from Nashville, and she's
yeah.
the rock, folk, and just phenomenal in all ways. And here I've got the middle side of Nashville all in the same day. I mean, I couldn't have timed that better. But so, where can, besides your Facebook, which is existing in exile, you have, let's see here. Here is your existing in exile Spotify link. Make sure you go follow and download their songs. And here is, okay, I've got so many things. If you want to contact Pat Groove Records about existing in exile, there is their Facebook page. Or if you want to book existing in exile for an event, festival, or anything else, contact 434 Management and Bond Artist, and they will hook you up. Also, here is their Facebook page. Like it, love it, share it, melt some faces. So, is there anything that you personally would like to? I mean, it's even though the COVID hit, y'all this year, getting signed with Pat Groove, and that's a pretty big damn thing there, because they have distribution through Sunny and Orchard. So, how did it feel to have Paul and Derek come up and go, "Hey guys, guess what? Y'all want to join?"
It was definitely good news to hear. We've like I said, we've been doing this for quite a while, and just kind of waiting to get some support, and it finally seems to be coming together for us. So you just keep working at it, and eventually good things will happen.
Well, that's right. I mean, you believe in yourself, you believe in your craft, and you just keep pushing forward. And one day there's going to be that one person in that crowd of many, or just a small crowd, and you're not going to know they're there, and they're going to hear you, and come to find out they're going to come after you, and they're going to be wanting to offer you deals and wanting to make your dreams come true. So don't ever give up on your craft. Keep pushing forward, because it's going to happen. If it's meant to be, it's going to happen. And, you guys have worked really hard. I mean, I've seen, when I went and did my research, I mean, before COVID, y'all were nonstop hitting it, hitting it, hitting it, hitting it. Traveling 3,000 plus miles for one show and back. And I mean, y'all were really putting in the hard effort to reach that level of getting finally getting the recognition that you deserve. And from me to you, kudos and congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hey, no worries, man. No worries. And y'all keep rocking, and just, when you get that, go buy their new album, go download it. The pre-sales were getting pushed the day that before we put out the link that they were having the interviews. So it's still there. Go buy it. I want to know that their numbers have went triple. I mean, don't make Mama come get your ass. Ask Derek. I'll do it. So what is your favorite guitar to play? How long have you been playing guitar yourself?
Oh no. I've been playing guitar for over 20 years, and my favorite guitar to play is an LTD that I've had for a long time. That not really much special about it, but it's always just been my most reliable and probably my best sounding guitar over the years. So, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. And by the sounds of your music, it ain't broke. So leave it the hell alone. Keep jamming on that. I mean, there were so many dynamics in that. It's not just, a bunch of guys getting together jamming. I mean, you can tell the time and effort that y'all put into your songs with the dynamics of the songs and between the vocals and the guitar and the rhythm. And dude, it just works. It just works. I mean, like I said, it makes me want to go trash shit and tear up shit, you know.
Awesome.
So it's a good thing that I'm having to sit in front of this computer because these headset would have went this way and shit would have been broken. But when you have live shows coming up, please let us know about them because we want to follow you and we want to come see you live because I know videos cannot do justice for what you guys bring live.
Yep. We'll definitely let everybody know. We'll be trying to, push the envelope to the next level in this next year, and just get ready to try and improve on everything.
Well, that's great. Well, guys, next time let's get the whole band on here and let's just have a bullshit fest, man. Let's just get on here and we'll get Derek on here and get Paul on here and we'll just make a big old round party.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, and by the way, George, I seen your message, sweetheart. Sorry for your loss. And my prayers go out to you and your family. And guys, go follow Existing in Exile. Go follow 434 Management and Pat Groove Records. Dude, all these dudes are going places, so you cannot. I mean, if you want to be in a know, go follow them. And I want to send a big shout out to my Mama Mary sponsors, which is RFL Records, Sambo Promo, and Dazzle You Productions. I appreciate them as well. So, Jason, is there anything else that you would like to say?
Just take care of each other and keep it metal, guys.
Keep it metal. All right, brother. Well, you stay safe and keep in touch, man, and keep it metal. Give the guys my love. And let's set up another interview and let's get the full crew on here and let's just have a blast.
For sure. Sounds like
All
fun.
right, sounds good, babe. See you next time.
See ya.
Guys, that was for Existing in Exile, and they are with 434 Management and Pat Groove Records. You need to go check them out. They are, if you love metal, they got what you want. So go check them out, man. So I want to, real quick, before we get off here, I want to talk about Saturday. Saturday, I will be interviewing legendary guitar slinger, Mr. Steve Lynch. So here's the video promotion for that. So check it out. That's right. That's right. Mr. Steve Lynch will be here on Mama Mary's Music Mayhem. So be here 6 p.m. Central Standard Time Saturday. We are going to have a blast. We are going to talk about his book, his autobiography. We're going to talk about his gunslinging, guitar playing self, things that are coming up. We're just going to talk about lots of things. And we are looking for people that are wanting to be on the Mama Mary Music Mayhem team. So if you are a small business or you have a music type business, a studio, a record label, I don't care if you're a head shop. I mean, if you love what you're seeing and want to be part of the family, get in touch with me. We are looking for more sponsors, and we are proud to announce that we are sponsored by RFL Records, Sambrone Promo, and Dazzle You Productions. But we want to take it to the next level. There's a lot of things that I can't talk about that I'm working on that are pretty freaking huge. Like, I can say as much as the word festival, but I can't say when. Uh, yeah. So you want to get in on the ground floor. So here is the commercial for our sponsors. And if you want to join the team, shoot me a message on the Mary Hope page or the Mama Mary Music Mayhem page, and I will go over what options and tiers I have. All right. So if you want to become part of the team, get with me. I'm also looking for some DJs. Now, that is a personal level. I want to take it to next level, have different shows for different genres, and have my own special thing going on. Plus, I've been talking to some people in the industry about maybe adding a station. So, lots and lots of things to come. So, keep watching Mama Mary's Music Mayhem because it's only going to get bigger and better. And I want to take you along for the ride. Well, before I get off here, we cannot forget to take a moment and remember our brother in arms, the gunslinger of the baddest metal playing mofo, Mr. Dimebag Daryl. We love you, Daryl. You might be gone, but you will never be forgotten. And I mean, it's just what it is, man. Respect. That's all I got to say. Walk. Respect. Well, guys, I am going to get off here. I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in. Jerry, Doug, Carrie, I mean, the CJ, it's awesome. It's growing every week. Now, not only Saturday do we have Steve Lynch coming up, but next Tuesday, and I've got so many posters, so many promotional posters that are going to be released this week. I mean, I was holding back, but let's get it all out there. So, next Tuesday, I have the Great Affairs at 4 p.m. And at 5 p.m., I have Vessel. Then on the 22nd, I have Kickin' Valentina at 4 p.m. And I have Pain Was Left for Me, another 434 Pat Groove band. They will be at 5. On the 29th, I have my brother from another mother and a 434 artist and Pat Groove artist, Mr. Motherfucking Jay Jones. Who the fuck is Jay Jones, as we say? He will be on at 5. And I have Ron Marina at 4 p.m. from Brazil. And we got January booked. We got one more spot in January. We're looking for a band that is along the lines of metal for the 5th at 4 p.m. So if you know someone interested, get in touch with us. But we've got January fully booked. Other than that, we're working on February. And as of today, I got the go ahead of another big thing that's going to be happening. And it's going to be on a Saturday. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but all I can tell you is he's a musician. He's a producer. He's got his own fucking movie. He does music videos for bands like autograph. For, yeah, dude, this is huge. So more big announcements to come. So y'all keep watching, and also keep watching for the announcement of the next RFL roundtable. The next one, I will have all members of RFL on. Plus, we will decide on what special guests we want to have on. Now, Saturday, for my Steve Lynch interview, I'm proud to announce that my sister Sam Bone for Sam Bone Productions or Promotions is going to be my special guest for the Steve Lynch interview. And thank you, Sam, for setting this up for me. So, guys, this is Mama Mary. I love you guys. Until Saturday, keep it real and keep rocking and stay safe because Mama Mary said so.